Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive. Today it's all about sandwiches. Sandwiches. You guys sent in this super interesting source material.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a simulated podcast conversation.
Really?
Yeah, between, get this, Dr. Bread and Mr. Meat.
I love it.
So we're going to be looking at their takes on like the perfect bread, what makes a good filling, even some up-and-coming sandwich trends, so buckle up.
I'm ready. Let's build a sandwich.
All right, so Dr. Bread, he jumps right in, talking about how the bread is like the base, the foundation of a good sandwich. You know, it's not just there to hold stuff.
Right.
It's a crucial part of the whole eating experience. And he's really big on sourdough.
Okay.
Ciabatta, whole wheat.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on those?
I mean, he's not wrong. The bread is super important. And those are all solid choices, but I'm surprised he didn't mention rye bread.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, rye has that tanginess that can cut through like heavier fillings.
Oh, like
pastrami didn't.
Totally.
Big fan of rye.
Okay, now that you mention it, I'm craving a Reuben.
Me too.
Rye is definitely the way to go for that.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of fillings, Mr. Meat was all about quality ingredients.
Of course, yeah.
He even suggested using Gruyere cheese instead of Swiss. For a ham and Swiss, apparently it melts perfectly and has this nutty flavor.
That's a great tip. I can see why he'd say that.
Right.
He was also really into using local produce whenever possible.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Which I totally agree with.
Like, imagine a BLT with tomatoes that were just picked, like, peak ripeness.
Oh, the flavor would be amazing.
So much better.
So much better.
Okay, but going back to Dr. Bread for a sec, he's clearly a sourdough fan.
Yeah.
But isn't it kind of strong for more delicate fillings? Like egg salad or tuna salad? What do you think?
That's a good point. You could lose the subtlety of the filling with the sourdough.
Yeah.
Maybe for something like egg salad, you'd want a softer, sweeter bread.
Okay.
Like a brioche or challah. They wouldn't overpower the flavor.
All right, so we've got our bread. We've got our fillings figured out.
What's next?
Let's talk sandwiches.
Okay, let's do it.
They both raved about the classics, like BLTs.
Classics are classics for a reason.
Exactly. And Reubens, always crowd pleasers.
For sure. And you can see how those principles we talked about really apply.
Yeah.
You need a sturdy bread for a BLT to hold up to the bacon and everything.
Right, like toasted white.
Yeah, or sourdough.
Sourdough, yep.
And then for a Reuben with the sauerkraut, the dressing, you want that rye bread, it just works.
It does, it does. But they didn't just stick to the classics.
No.
Mr. Meat talked about the smash burger trend.
Okay.
Which, gotta admit, I'm a fan.
Smash burger is a perfect example of how sandwiches are always evolving.
Totally.
That crispy crust you get from smashing it on the griddle. Genius.
So good.
It proves that even a simple sandwich can be elevated.
Exactly. It's amazing how the sandwich, something we all just kind of take for granted, can be classic and innovative at the same time.
Exactly. It's simple, but so versatile. Which actually brings up a thought, like, how has the sandwich changed over time?
Oh, good question.
And what does the future hold for this culinary icon? Something to ponder while you're enjoying your next sandwich.
Definitely gives a lot to chew on, maybe even try some new combinations.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of sandwiches.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.